Luke 24. Now on the first day of the week, very early in the morning, they and certain other women with them came to the tomb, bring the spices which they had prepared. But they found the stone rolled away from the tomb when they went in and did not find the body of the Lord Jesus. And it happened as they were greatly perplexed, that behold, two men stood by them in shining garments. Then, as they were afraid and bowed their faces to the earth, they said to them, Why do you seek the living among the dead? He is not here, but he is risen. Remember how he spoke to you when he was still in Galilee, saying, The Son of Man must be delivered into the hands of sinful men and be crucified, and on the third day shall rise again. And they remembered his words. Then they returned from the tomb and told all these things to the 11 and to the rest. It was Mary Magdalene, Jonah, Mary the mother of James, and the other women with them who told these things to the apostles. And their words seemed to them like idle tales. They did not believe them. But Peter arose and ran to the tomb, and stooping down, he saw the linen clothes lying by themselves, and he departed, marveling to himself at what had happened. Peter was the first pope. Peter denied Christ 3 times before the cock crowed. And Peter, the first pope, was crucified upside down for preaching the gospel. All the disciples were martyred, killed for preaching the gospel except for one, John the Divine, the only disciple that went to the crucifixion. John the Divine wrote the Gospel of John. He wrote the 3 epistles of John, and he wrote Revelation. The island of Patmos, he was exiled to the island of Patmos, Greece, one of the little islands off of Greece. And he wrote those books in Chaldean. You got the Old Testament written mostly in Hebrew, but some of the Psalms are in Chaldean. And Daniel 4, when King Nebuchadnezzar saw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego walking around in the fiery furnace heated 7 times hotter than normal, and with Jesus and not getting a hair singed on him, Nebuchadnezzar wrote a beautiful prayer, Daniel 4. It's written in Chaldean, but most of the Old Testament is written in Hebrew. Now, King David wrote most of the Psalms. King Solomon wrote Psalm 72 and 129, but there's a few of the Psalms that are written in Chaldean. Now, the New Testament, Peter and Paul wrote in fisherman's Greek. That's colloquial Greek. And then